Wherefore he did pursue them, and on the morrow he did overtake them, and they fought again with the sword. And it came to pass that when they all had fallen by the sword, save it were Corantumr and Shiz, behold, Shiz had fainted with the loss of blood. And it came to pass that when Corantumr had leaned upon his sword, that he rested a little, he smote off the head of Shiz. And it came to pass that after he had smitten off the head of Shiz, that Shiz raised up on his hands and fell. After that he had struggled for breath, he died.
What's that beast doing on D16? I told you I need that track clear. It's a 39 car consist, buddy. The thing's a half a mile long, for Pete's sake. Julian, channel up.
Hey, hold up. You forgot to tie the air at one point.
Yeah, so?
So you don't have any air brakes?
We can tie the hoses once we got her parked.
You're 29 cars in, and you've got 10 to go. You're good.
Crap.
What's wrong?
Dang switch. Track's lined for D16.
What's your stopping distance?
At least 20 cars to a stop. Dang it!
If we back up, we're gonna lose time.
I'm hopping out.
Do not get out of that cabin!
Don't worry, I'll set the independent.
You better get back on, numbskull. Get on!
It was raining on the night of Halloween on the Campton Southwestern Railway. Sitting quietly was X-Clinchfield 311, an old 482 mountain-type locomotive. 311 is to take a load of logs from Campton to Black Wolf Logging Camp, then deliver another train back down on the return journey. Earlier that morning, weather reports had been warning of a storm that was to roll in during the evening. It was raining lightly, but this was only a sign of the bad weather approaching. They were making good progress, going at 15 miles an hour, the correct speed advised to travel through the Miller River Canyon at the time, followed by the faint sounds of rumbling thunder and whistling winds. They arrived at Black Wolf Logging Camp right on time, and by then, night had fallen over the mountain. 311 was serviced and checked over by her crew, and they were ready to leave, but there was a short delay due to the signal that gave them the all-clear on the return journey back to Campton malfunction. It was repaired, but this only made 311 late for her return journey. Due to the rain, a series of major flash floods were reported all across the line. The flash floods loosened large rocks and trees from the banks, causing them to be pulled downstream, plunging into the thrashing rapids below. No word of 311 or its crew at Campton was heard the next day, as the minutes turned to hours. Great concern grew, and search teams were dispatched for a rescue operation. When they came across the Miller River Bridge, they discovered that it had collapsed. But there was no indication that a train may have gone over it. Other than the bridge itself, whatever happened to the remains of 311 and its crew had vanished into thin air. A few years later, a newer and stronger bridge was completed, but strange events began to occur. One night, an engine was pulling a freight train up the same line where 311 had disappeared. The driver claimed to have seen a headlight, hearing a bell ring, and a whistle sounding out. Then, they all vanished together, without a trace. Similar events throughout the decades soon followed. People had reported seeing an engine trying to cross the bridge, but it never does. According to the legend, if you walk along the mountain line of the Highland Valley Logging and Mining Company Railroad in the fall, you just might hear the cry of a whistle in the wind. If you're brave enough to walk the line during a thunderstorm on Halloween, you just might get a glance of a 482 with a blood-red lamp as it flares past you, its whistle screaming into the distance, only to vanish in the night.